goes the neighborhood.
Hey, Serene Bougie crew and thunderous CRN trolls. And let me tell you, we got some troll action. So that is true, boo.
Uh-oh.
Shout out to our fans here in the Sunshine State where the weather is as unpredictable as y'all crazy neighbors' mood swings, hunties.
Got a question, comment, or a buck wild neighbor story? Give us a call. Hit us up on 239-300-7276.
Sponsor our show. Email us at info@crazyrichneighbors.com to inquire about rates and opportunities.
And you guys, please don't forget to check out our full episodes on YouTube. Show your girls some love. Come on, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, as those young folks say. Show us some love, okay?
And speaking of sponsors, shout out and thanks to our podcast junkies sponsors right here in beautiful downtown Boca Raton.
Yes, this is such a lovely studio. We're loving it. We got our Benny Bens in the house and Christian in the house. They'll take very good care of you guys. So
Yes,
be
honey.
sure to come by. Come by and say hi to us and come by and say hi to
Exactly.
them. Check out the studio.
That's right. Come by, peek in the window. You never know who's going to be here recording a show.
I know. They've got some famous people other than us.
Well, true that, hunties.
Thank you, guys.
So Benny Bens, how was your week, darling?
It's going good. It's going good. How are you guys?
It's been a week. I can't lie. I've had a week, child, but it's over. It's Saturday. We're recording on a beautiful Saturday afternoon.
Yes.
Usually we're here for Friday happy hour. So we're running sober, y'all.
Yeah.
Yes. So you guys, beneath the shimmering and sunny facade of South Florida, Mother Nature occasionally reminds us of her mighty fury.
She's a bitch.
Yes, child. So today we're not just diving into the glitz and glamour, but we are venturing
Yes,
into the
Elmer.
tempestuous dance of nature's wrath.
Yeah, so here we have it's the month of, well, I can't say the whole month of September because we were away, but the rain here since I got home from
Yes.
Italy has been ridiculous.
I know.
The sun only came out this week. It's now October 7th. So we've had 3 weeks of storms, clouds, no sunshine. We had one day this week. You were away, but we had the Canadian wildfire smoke here.
What?
Let me tell you.
That was awful.
wasn't that
That
terrible?
was awful. I still feel it.
You sound stuffed up, Benny Bens.
It's allergies. Or it's the fire. Like Christian doesn't feel it's yeah.
That was no joke. I now get what everybody north of us was suffering with for most of this summer. I mean, all the way down here.
You could smell it and see it?
Boo, you could. It was hazy.
No.
You could look completely
Yes.
at the sun. Like
Are you
it was so
serious?
like
Right.
the sun looked like a.
What the
Did you see the sun too?
hell?
Like
Yes.
it was kind of.
It was nuts.
Did it get orange like New York
No,
when I was there?
It wasn't orange, but it was
That's so unhealthy.
hazy here.
So unhealthy.
It,
So
it looked
hazy.
like you're driving through smoke, and it stank. To your point, I was so glad I have molecule air filters in our home.
That's good.
You know, it stank.
Crazy.
And
Yeah.
so, like, the weather, thank God we haven't had a hurricane.
Yes.
But the weather's been nasty.
But the rain cools down the ocean, which helps to, I guess, temper down the power and might of brooding storms and hurricanes. So
Yes.
maybe that's a good thing.
They feed off of warm ocean water.
Yeah, I got in yesterday, late afternoon, and it was pouring when I got to the
Yes.
house. I had to take a
That
video
rain
to
was
send it to the
nuts.
kids.
Yes.
They've we've had no rain in California. The skies are blue. I miss the rain.
Yeah, well,
LOL.
y'all are in a drought.
I know. But it really came down hard. It felt like a little mini hurricane.
It was very strong rain last night. That was crazy. So far we've had a Dahlia, which, was a category 3 when it made landfall, but thank God it hit at a place that didn't have maximum impact. So
Yes.
Sorry to all of those who did get hit.
Yes.
But
and 4 people died.
I mean, that's no joke. So that is like the downside of living here.
Absolutely.
You know, the upside is our beautiful winters.
Yes,
And
yes.
our no personal income tax.
Oh my gosh, I know. But you know, these hurricanes, like they impact the economy of these like towns and counties. Like in where Hurricane Dahlia hit, like they lost, how much was it? Like I don't know, $64 billion worth of like trees. So their
Right.
timber industry, you know, got really hard hit.
Didn't even know we had a timber industry here. I mean,
know.
it's so interesting.
I know, right?
Yes.
Who knew?
So we're going to put that wrath on hold till later in the show. But right now we're going to talk about our wrath.
Yes, Boo. Talk to me.
Oh my God, the week was like annoying AF. So Monday morning I had routine blood work, you know.
Okay.
Got up early because, you know, you do it first thing in
Yes.
the morning, fasted. Go get in my car. My car's fajookin' dead.
What?
My car is dead, will not start. Run into the car, get Mr. Som's key to his Range Rover. His car won't start. I'm like,
What?
what is happening?
Boo-boo.
Run upstairs. I'm like, what? The key doesn't work. He's like, oh yeah, the battery in that key. Take this key. Get in the car. I thought I was going to be early to my appointment, right? Get to my appointment. And then I realized I didn't bring the paperwork for my blood draw.
Oh no.
My anti-aging doctor's in another state, so they can't just look her up in the system.
Oh,
I have to
gosh.
physically. So I'm like, motherfucker. So I get back in the car, and it's raining.
You literally had to drive back home?
Yes.
That
I go
sucks.
back home,
That sucks.
get my paperwork, and now all of this is without coffee, mind you.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So and it's raining, and it's dark out. And so go home, print the paperwork, get back in the car, drive all the way back out there.
Oh,
I went from being early to my appointment to almost an hour late.
oh, boo. I'm glad they didn't cancel on you though.
And then my car was dead all week.
What? Was it serious?
The battery was dead, right? So,
That's so
luckily,
odd.
Mr. Som had to go away on a trip. So I had his Range Rover, and he's like, "I'll replace your battery
Good.
when I get home." So I'm looking it up, and I'm like, "You can't just replace the battery. There's
Call
like a
BMW, girl.
well, because you know you always get hosed on
Yes,
those things.
yes, yes,
and Back in
yes.
the old days, it was very easy to replace a battery. But I'm like, now there's a computer reset you have to do the whole thing. So
Yes.
like my poor car was out of commission till last night.
Is it
So, like,
working? Is it good?
now, yes.
Good. You know who
To
I ha-
Thomas at BMW in Delray Beach.
Yes. And if you don't go to BMW Presidential Auto,
Yes.
right around the corner from us, shout out to them. Free. Love them. They're great. Ask for Gabe.
We had a savage YouTube troll this week
Oh.
in response to Ben's escapades with
Oh.
the lady friend.
What?
Uh-oh.
Do you want to give us an update before I go into the troll comment?
Yeah,
What?
I'll give you an update. I also want to I gotta be honest. I gotta be careful. I think I should be a little bit more
Okay.
just because I feel like a lot of people know each other and stuff like that.
Yes, it's a small
So
world.
it's a small world. So
Well, we will conclude sort of this line of questioning, but we do have some guests. Not that they're for your particular predicament, because this predicament can apply to anybody, but we have two guests lined up who are experts in this type of relationship situation who will be coming on later this month.
But no pressure to spill
But
the
you don't
beans.
have to say anything specific to your situation anymore.
okay. Yeah, I mean, I
Did
still,
she find out?
No. It's just she's really liking me, and I'm like,
Oh,
yeah.
you want to protect her.
Yeah, I kinda
love
wanna-
that
you know, I
for
kinda-
her and
That's
for
fair.
you.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
And that's the gentlemanly thing to do.
Yeah.
We're on board.
Yeah.
Yes, and I think it's still, she wants to take care of me, so I think it's okay, at the same time. So I still will give updates and everything. I guess I
Yes.
just got pretty detailed before.
Yes.
You dropped an unsolicited bomb on us.
Yeah, I know.
Yes. I mean, it was juicy AF.
I know. So I'll still bring the juice. We'll
You
still
don't have
talk.
to,
Whatever-
boo.
whatever
you don't
you're
have
comfortable
to.
with,
We're
but-
just happy for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have some interesting guests lined up for later this month.
And I'm excited to hear questions too. Yeah, I
Yes.
would love to answer too. So.
And it seems like you're liking her too and
Yeah,
enjoying her company.
Yeah, I'm enjoying. She's showing me a lot of stuff, so I'm
Good.
interested in seeing where this
Showing
goes.
you stuff in the bedroom?
No,
or,
no.
okay.
I
Life.
think more so in life.
Hey.
Yeah.
Life.
Yeah,
Life.
so-
But you know what? It's reciprocal. You're giving her your
Well, that's
energy
just it.
and your
You're-
vibes, and you're invigorating her, making her feel young and fresh and energized.
And sexual, and you know what? You're
Yes.
two consenting adults.
Exactly.
Right?
And so there's no judgment.
And she, as far as we can tell, seems like she is completely within her mental capacities.
Yes.
So, like, neither of you are taking advantage of the other. You're both willingly in this relationship.
And she
So-
probably would be a hoot to hang out with.
I know.
With her art collection,
clearly
her
teach
stories.
us something.
I know. I know. Like, I'm intrigued.
I mean, our neighbor who's 70 plus commented if she knew half of this stuff, she probably would still be married.
Oh wow! Oh
Really?
And and shout out to the dancer who's like so fit, ballroom dancer, beautiful,
So vivacious.
Yes, I admire her so much. You
Yep.
know, so I don't know. I used to love like an old dude, so I get it.
Yeah,
In my prime, honey.
I'm excited. I think it's it's going to be a very good experience. I still have been thinking about writing that book, so,
Yeah,
figure out
good.
whatever.
Honestly,
Yes.
keep notes because you forget certain details as time elapses.
Yes.
And so-
Like the Gen Zers say, just do it for the plot.
Clearly.
Do it for the plot.
Clearly.
The plot of life, like it's your movie. You're inviting actors. You create the villains. You give them the energy to be the villain in your life.
Isn't that the truth,
And
Ruth?
so these Gen Zers, they live by, from what I'm seeing and reading about them online, because I have too, like they live by do it for the plot. Like, don't worry about it. Let's just do it for the plot, experience it. It opens, your horizons.
I mean, don't
and-
do stupid things. Like, don't
Right.
try heroin
Exactly.
for the plot.
For the plot,
okay?
right.
You
But
know,
no.
don't shoplift for the plot.
No, but it's to do it for the plot to advance
But
your
travel,
being.
travel,
Right.
meet people,
Or
learn
take
things.
take calculated risks on yourself. Like do it for the plot. Don't be paranoid about.
Start a business.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
That's the vein, not just like do foolishness for the plot.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
we don't support foolishness here at Crazy Rich Neighbors.
No, not at all.
So are y'all catching feelings for each other? I know I ask this a lot, but as we go every week and you all spend more and more time together,
He looks like he is.
I know.
I might
like
be. I
this.
don't know. I just want to, I think in the, like, she makes me happy, so, and I make her
Good.
happy. Like, I
Good.
love making people happy. That's one of
You
my biggest
do.
things.
You are a
You
people
do.
pleaser.
And so,
But
like-
be careful with that because
Yeah.
that can go from a good trait to harming you if you please too much at your
Yeah.
own expense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people say that people pleasing is a trauma response. So don't say anything, but think about
Okay.
your own past experiences and if that tendency in you could be linked to something in either your childhood or your early adulthood. Don't say anything. Just putting it out there.
Okay.
And some people are just good salt of the earth, good flipping humans, and I think Ben is just one of
I
them.
know.
You know what I mean?
Those people can, if they don't protect their energy, get taken advantage of. I'm not saying your lady's doing that. I'm just
No.
life lessons here at CRN
Yes.
because we've been through some ish and
Yes.
we've learned things
Yes.
and we've learned that we've had to protect our energy.
I know things that I'm just coming to
And,
grips
well,
with too. That you start, it doesn't click, like you disassociate. You know.
100%.
And I'm also a little. That's another thing that I'm also considering as well, is because, she's a lot older than me, so I can't this is just like a.
She's not your forever.
Correct.
She's your miss right now.
Yeah,
And that's
so-
okay.
so, like,
and she knows that too.
So I don't
that
want to
too,
fall
yeah.
too hard. I wanna. So.
And at that
Gotta
age,
make sure. I think it's
it's
just gonna be fun. I want to have a good time. I want to enjoy it and
do it,
so-
and she does too.
Yeah,
Clearly.
like there's been no conversation of exclusivity, I take it.
No, she she wants to take me to all these designer events, and I'm very excited. But she's gonna introduce me as her friend. And,
Okay.
And so
Yes.
because we talked about it, I'm like, yeah, that's fine. That's So I think that's
Go,
yeah.
Ben. Do it for fun. Do it
So-
for the plot.
And she keeps telling me, she's like, you're going to be so successful. So it's
I
like
love people who pour into your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
it
I
makes
think
me- yeah.
you probably drew her into your energy. And for this time, it's probably the right time as you look at building, your future self
Yeah.
and your goals. I think she's like
networking and, yeah.
a key person to have around your boardroom table of your
Hey,
personal brand.
She's not dragging you down.
No,
Yeah, exactly. And these other girls,
Take.
Yeah.
Very good. Well,
so-
we do have a troll.
All right, let's hear the question.
Oh,
Let's
I
hear
have a
it.
troll too.
So
to talk about.
on YouTube, Lindsay Morgan JP7BH. Now she really put her identity out there.
Wow.
So she says, does he not feel bad to admitting to using this old woman for her money? Getting excited about being in the will takes away from what is deserved to her own children. How disgusting and wrong. He said, eventually, if this goes well. And yesterday I was put in the will. So I did clarify, and I wrote back to her on YouTube that she has no children. She's a widow, and she can do what she pleases with her money and her things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It isn't like you asked for that.
No.
No, I didn't. And and
And I feel like that comment makes me wonder about Lindsay Morgan. And, you know, if you so desperately need your parents' stuff,
Yes.
go be successful yourself.
And I cannot stand children who just care about what their parents
my
are going
parents,
to give
I don't care
and leave.
what they do with their stuff.
I know,
It's
that's-
their stuff.
Exactly.
They worked their asses off to get that stuff. And so do what you want. I have my own stuff. I don't need your stuff.
That's what I always tell my parents. I'm just like, live. Like, don't worry about inheriting. Like, hire a personal
No.
trainer. Do whatever you want. Spend your
Exactly.
money while you're
Travel.
alive,
Correct.
right? So,
I agree with that.
that sounds like a little suckery child.
Yeah.
Wait. Let me get a little. I think I know exactly what we need for that.
Uh-oh. Boo! Yes.
That's to you, Lindsay
our
Morgan.
Ben is not a sucker and he's
No.
not a user, okay? They're in a reciprocal adult.
And you go get yourself a
Relationship.
job and don't worry about your own parents leaving you
And
shit.
guess what? If the parents want to leave it to the Humane Society or to the dog kennel or to a dog,
or the Hare Krishnas,
that's
like
on
that's their
them.
prerogative.
They earn that money.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
and this
ma'am.
woman has all of her faculties.
And anybody looking to get rich after their parents die will get a life and do something for yourself.
Exactly.
okay?
Go get your own dang money,
Yes, girl.
lazy
get your own-
mofo.
That's all we gonna say about that
Yeah.
topic.
Yes, you're not
Sounds
gonna
good.
come for our Benny Ben,
No,
honey.
child.
You get
Thanks, guys.
sliced.
Thanks for responding to that. I appreciate that.
Got your back, boo.
Thank you.
Please, we just appreciate your candor, and we're not gonna let anybody come for you.
No, you're part of our little CRN fam bam here.
So somebody, I think on one of our social, I think on IG in the DMs said our show is pure evil. I'm like, girl, what rock you living under? Like, if this is pure evil,
They clearly don't listen
like
to
people
us.
are killing people
Yeah.
and just destroying. We're pure evil.
I don't give that one
Child, please.
moment of
We
life.
might be a little spicy.
We're the spice of life.
Spicy.
You know, we're not evil.
No, child. We just try to live our best lives, honey.
Look, it's like, you know, Ben had someone say about us rather that, you know, we were just vapid people that didn't hustle, and we quickly, both of us, were like, let's set that person straight. We both work multiple jobs.
Oh my
our hustles
God.
and side hustles have side hustles.
We boss bitches.
You
babies.
know, we don't
Exactly.
rest
We work
on our
hard and we play
laurels.
hard,
yes,
honey.
Girl.
Okay.
We ain't looking for a handout from anybody.
No.
Even like we could both sit back and let our husbands just support
No,
us. We
child.
don't.
We're too independent, child.
Yes,
I need my
girl.
own money, honey.
So now we're just putting that straight too.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Woo! See what happens when we don't drink?
I know. I love this. This is great.
Deep. We don't just talk
This is
dribble.
great.
We're in a deep
This is
dive
great.
today. We might not even need to talk about hurricanes, honey.
I
Yes,
know.
yes.
I
We
know.
Need to, child, please.
Let's just work through our traumas and justice.
Speaking of trauma, my tenant, the long saga.
Oh, snap.
So
What?
she acted a fool with their downstairs neighbor. And so I've gone to the board 3 times. They will
Uh-oh.
not let her stay. My husband got so mad at her on her last little tirade on me. He's like, I'm sick of your bullshit.
Ooh.
Even if they could let you stay, I'm not letting you stay.
Oh, and he is a straight talker.
He's
he
had
told it to
enough,
her. He
child.
said that, right?
He said that.
What'd she do? Did she cry?
She was like losing her shit. But like, first of all, she and the other neighbor did this to themselves. Now the other neighbor's like, I'm losing my best friend.
Oh, go boo-hoo.
The two of them created this situation.
Because they bored AF.
I had to block the neighbor, her friend, because she was blowing up my phone about this. And so now the lease is up in 2 weeks. She's moving out, but then I got to go be there to get the place ready. And I don't want to
gosh.
see the downstairs neighbor. I don't want to deal with her. She's old and crazy too.
I hope she took good care of your unit, boo.
Well, we'll see.
Okay,
We'll see.
good.
I feel like she probably did.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not that worried, but I have a security deposit, so
Okay, good.
she doesn't. So
Good.
the long saga is coming to a close.
Hallelujah. Child, it's Sober October, y'all.
Oh,
And here's to a free shout out to Celsius, by the way. Yes.
I know we're not fitness
Cheers,
gurus, so
boo.
they could
Cheers.
give to.
Oh yeah,
whatever,
child. We're too
but-
old and unfit for them, and they don't want their drinks infused with alcohol. So.
Well, for the, once it's not, okay? We're running sober, honey. I was sober for 3 days this week.
Oh
So
my
there.
God. But they were like, this is a big thing, right? Right before the holiday season kicks off, right?
Yes,
Because
yes.
then you know once November
Balls to the
comes,
walls,
it's just
honey.
like eat, drink, fest, and they're touting like that you can clear up your skin, lose 20 pounds, you can sleep better, have less depression and anxiety, and prevent
do
all sorts
sleep
of
better.
cancers. Yeah, of course. It's a toxin, right? It's a toxin. It's not good for you, right? We're not.
Well, if you drink wine, though, that has a lot of health benefits. Really depends what you drink.
Yeah, exactly. But to each his own. But shout out to everybody in the bougie crew doing Sober October. You guys go. We're rooting for you.
We'll watch
us
you
up-
from the sidelines
Hit
with
us
the
up in the
martini in hand.
DMs and let us know how you're feeling and doing.
Yes, Haunted.
Yes, maybe next year we'll try it. January. No, let's do it January. We can do January. Try January.
I'm thinking about what plans I have for January. I
know.
could probably make that work.
I know. October's way too booked with shenanigans.
Yeah, I got too much in October. November's not looking good either. Definitely not December.
Speaking of October and our Lantana Oktoberfest,
Yes.
are you gonna wear something? Are you gonna get some lederhosen or a
Well, can we
dindel?
go on this Saturday? Because
Yeah. Dr. Boom's working on it. He's working
well,
on
once
it.
we know for sure, then I
Okay.
will get an outfit. But
Okay, all right.
And don't stress if y'all can't move it.
Yes, absolutely. I don't know. For some reason, Dr. Boom wants to get in with the organizers of Oktoberfest. So he thinks this is his way in. So I don't know what his plot is.
Well, look, he's in the beverage business.
Yes.
So there is synergy there.
Yes.
ain't mad at it.
Yes. And we had our first business trip last week together after I don't know how many years of living together, 23. The first trip ever. It felt right. It felt good. We didn't
Good.
overlap because I
Oh,
focused on
good.
marketing. He was
Right.
focused on what he does.
Yep.
And so it was actually good. It feels right. So
Good for you, boo.
looking forward to going into 2024 with, more focus.
Awesome.
Less clients and focus on the business, the family business. Yeah, honey.
Should
So-
we take a break? Because I feel like
Yeah, let's take a commercial break.
Yeah,
Let's
we
get
can.
that money,
Little
girl.
break, child.
Let's get that money. Let's get that 25 cents.
yeah, it's more like $11 a month. Come on. Welcome back to Crazy Rich Neighbors. So there's a lot going on in showbiz world.
Oh,
that
yes,
I
honey.
think because we haven't seen each other,
I know.
we need to touch base on.
We totally do. Starting with Daily Mail uncovering that Kanye West and Bianca are actually really indeed married, and they got married like what, 2
A
months?
month. I read a month after the divorce from Kim was
1
finalized.
month. He probably was already dipping in her lady pond before then. I think. Well, he admitted he cheated on her.
Oh,
He
well, that
did.
doesn't say much for Bianca's character then if she
I
was
mean,
getting with a married man.
She comes from a family of mafiosos, right? Like famous
Shit, now we got a target on our backs,
I know.
boo.
It's all in the news, like legendary mafiosos.
Ugh.
So, but they've been married for like almost last year, like 1 year. I think they've been married.
Do you think there's a prenup?
I'm pretty sure there's a prenup, but I read somewhere like he orders her not to speak in public. And I don't know. I don't know.
She, first of all, she lets herself look like a fool the
Oh,
way he
God.
dresses her.
Like a
It looks
whole
like she
bag.
has no self-agency.
None.
And if she was running around with him behind Kim's back while they were married, like that grosses me out.
I
Like,
know.
I'm not okay with this at all.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he admitted it, you know, and I think Kim put up with it.
Give him a pass because he's mentally ill.
Yeah,
Like
totally.
Britney Spears, he cannot make good choices for himself.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's mentally ill or not, but what's she
After
doing?
spitting out all of those children, I think it was probably hard to like leave. And people like going in hard on her over like hanging out with Chloe's baby daddy Tristan.
I know, like first
Like,
they
that's so
hated each other, and now
odd.
they're like,
Why are
hanging
they going
out?
to parties and whatnot?
Girl, I don't know. I'm uncomfortable for Chloe about that.
I know. Poor Chloe. Why she always get so hurt? Like
I don't know.
she's such a good soul.
She is.
Totally.
When's she gonna find the right one?
I don't know, child. Maybe she needs to go find a rocker like Courtney.
I don't know. I feel like she should be with like a movie director.
Or maybe somebody
Or a
not,
big
somebody who's
producer.
not famous,
Not
not
a
an
rocker.
athlete.
They're too wild. They
Not
have
a
too-
rapper.
Yeah.
You can't control
I
them
feel like
either.
Like an entertainment, high level executive, you know, somebody who runs like an agency or something like that.
Like a been man.
Somebody who has a lot of money and clout because she can't just be with a schmo.
Exactly.
But somebody who isn't going to be on tour,
True.
you know,
She just deserves such a
she
good guy.
does.
It's crazy.
Well, also she made very bad choices.
She did.
Like,
She
you know, she
did.
has a little bit of blame in the men she picks.
That is
especially
true.
Lamar.
Yeah. Oh Lord.
You
have
know,
mercy.
and then
He
she
was a
married
project.
him after what, 6 weeks? Like, you don't do that. You don't know somebody well enough.
That's the truth. You think you do, but child, you don't
6
until you live
weeks?
together.
Please, for the first 90 days, each of you are meeting one another's representatives. right?
Exactly. Exactly. Facts. Facts.
Yes.
Oh my God. Did you know that Travis was in love with Kim when he was
Yes.
dating Paris Hilton?
Yes, I did.
Do you think that's what all like this
It
animosity
probably
between those sisters
that's
are?
probably the root cause of it.
I would
That's
not.
Probably the root cause.
I would have stayed clear of him. It's like, did he get second best with Courtney?
Ooh.
Because Kim, I mean, I can't believe he admitted that. In his
they
book,
dated.
in his memoir.
Memoir,
But he said,
Chris says.
But he said, like, in his memoir that he was on vacation, I think in Dubai somewhere with Paris, and Kim was unknown at the time. She was still the closet organizer, personal
Right.
help, and he couldn't keep his eyes off of her.
Well, who
and
could? She's hottie patati.
What?
Back then, Courtney looked like an extra from Planet of the Apes.
Oh. Oh my God! Did she?
Yes,
She
looked,
did?
She looked rough, boo.
Yes. Oh.
Let me look it up. What year? What year would that
You're
be?
like 2006, 2007.
Oh my God! And Kim looked a lot more ethnic back in the day
They
too.
all did.
They did. They got the nose jobs, the
Yes.
hair trims,
The hairline.
things.
Yeah, yes, they got the hairlines pushed back.
And I mean, but they were. Kim was beautiful then too.
She
I mean,
was.
yeah. And I think Courtney, and I think Rob is very handsome.
Oh God, yeah.
God, if he just lose that chub, but he's a cutie and he's
He
tall
is.
too.
Like this?
Yeah, find a rough old picture of Courtney. You'll be fine. You'll
Is
find
that Courtney? Oh gosh, it's
one. I mean,
like
look at
Chloe
the one
from there.
in the look at the one on the right, the big one.
This one right here, right?
Yeah, but look.
See?
Yeah.
God, they used so much tanner back then.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, I think she looks pretty.
Oh, child, no, girl.
It was just a lot of everything. I think
Hang
it's
on.
too much. I don't know. Yeah, but anyway, they all look. To me they look great. They're very well put together. But are you watching American Horror Story Delicate?
No, not yet.
It's good. I
I'm
won't.
involved with several other series.
Kim's doing a
at the
great job.
moment.
She's playing
I've
herself.
heard that she is like pleasantly surprising people.
She's playing herself, uses words like gorgina and whatnot. So she's like totally playing herself, okay? Like she's not acting. It's just her.
Well, you know, I think acting is good for her. She, God bless her, was on Dancing with the Stars, and it was
Oh
like
God, no.
painful to watch.
Not good.
And she admits that she can't dance to save her life.
No, she tried.
But I am so there for...
Speaking about doing it for the plot, she just goes in, she does it for the plot, and it worked for her.
You know, when you are hot and opportunities are striking, you have to capitalize on those.
Absolutely.
Do it.
Yes. So, according to Daily Mail, it's revealed in the upcoming documentary House of Kardashian that Caitlyn, formerly known as Bruce, did not tell Kris she identifies as transgender, but instead was informed of her gender transition by the E! Network bosses.
See, now I read something different about that same documentary, and it also was in Caitlyn/Bruce's memoir, that Kris did know when they were dating that he had been experimenting at that time with hormones, so he had B-cup breast tissue.
Wow.
And so there's
So who's lying?
There's conflicting information out.
They look so different.
I mean, so we're looking at a picture of Kris, Kourtney, and Kim.
Kim looked like Jasmine from Aladdin.
In the mid 2000s, and I've seen rougher pictures of Kourtney. I just can't find them right now. I think also why I'm not that jazzed on Kourtney is just she's such a... It's always
She's a Debbie Downer.
She should be grateful for the platform this show has given her and the lifestyle. And instead it's complain. Kim got married in Italy first. Kim had Andrea Bocelli first.
Yes.
Then to have this snit fit about it all.
It's crazy.
Claiming ownership.
But the good thing is that Kim doesn't let her get away with it.
But I think going back to your point, I think the Travis relationship with Kim back in the day is the root cause of all this angst.
Oh, anyway, I still wish them happiness. I hope that
I do too.
I hope this baby, because she's old as hell. I hope this baby is coming. But to be having a baby, come on,
No,
it's a risk.
I want her to be happy.
Me too.
And it just seems like no matter what happens, you think, okay, now she'll be happy. But then she still isn't happy.
Victim.
You know what I mean?
And that's the difference between her and Khloe. Like, look at the crap that happens to Khloe.
Oh, shoot, right?
She never plays the victim.
Yes.
Anyways, we love some Kardashian drama. I don't watch the show, though. I just catch up on Daily Mail.
It's so good.
I just catch up
I
on
love
the
to see the homes and the decor, too.
Oh, yeah, they're fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, Kyle Richards.
What is going on?
Child.
What do you think?
Somebody, I think, cheated. Now, he has been plagued with rumors for years that he was cheating.
And she put up with it and stayed?
And she put up with it and stayed.
Okay, so maybe she's bitter.
So I don't know who is cheating. Something has happened. They've had the worst year of their marriage, according to what they actually put in the press themselves.
Does it play out on the show?
It does. And the show is starting in about 2.5 weeks. I'm so
That's
excited.
Gonna be juicy.
I'm watching every second of it. This sounds so strange, but they used to live in this house in Bel Air before they moved to their current house in Encino. And when they left that house, I was like, that is a huge mistake. There was something about the energy of that home that was so happy.
Aww.
And I really worried for them that move was a mistake. So then they moved to Smokey Robinson's former home in Encino. Obviously, beautiful property, great home. But as soon as they move, they get burglarized. All of her purses, jewelry, everything's taken. Now their marriage is crumbling. Like, there's something about that move that I don't think served them.
Oh, maybe that house had bad energy and bad juju in it.
I think so. They probably should have, saged it.
Yeah, I hope. Always sage your things, peoples. But I wonder, there's a photo of her on Daily Mail. And for those far bougie crew who are global and don't know what the heck we're talking about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Oh, everybody knows.
On Bravo. But there's a photo of her on Daily Mail with this really hot-looking rocker, lesbian, country singer Morgan Wade.
I think she's bi.
Oh, bi. But Kyle is dressed just like her in a trucker hat and these baggy jeans and sneakers. It's so not
just
her.
It. Kyle never wore a flat shoe before this year. She was always in a heel.
Now she's looking really
They got matching
masculine.
tattoos, Mia.
Something's going on. I think she's dipping her toes in the lady pond.
She is, girl. I mean, first of all, she says she's not, and she acts offended that people are making that assumption. But first of all, we don't have matching tattoos. They were matching rings.
Well, we thought about getting matching tattoos.
Well, we did, but
Lightnings.
but they wouldn't have been. Kyle also tattooed her K into
What?
Morgan Wade's
Oh,
arm.
Lord have
You ain't gonna
mercy.
put a T on your body, boo.
No, boo boo. We were thinking about little lightning strikes on our finger, which we might still do.
We might still do. Kyle and Morgan wear matching rings.
What?
It's weird,
I mean, sometimes we dress alike. We coordinate our fits.
but not every day. You've
True
not
that.
sat on my lap ever. Okay, there's a picture of Kyle with Morgan Wade on her lap.
And plus, they were like making out in her video too.
I
It's
know.
steamy. They
First
make a
of
cute
all,
couple. I
in
mean,
general, I say where there's smoke, there's fire.
oh,
It certainly seems like Kyle's a late in life lesbian.
oh my God. Well, whatever makes her happy, especially if her man was
Yeah.
cheating. And now he says he's like fighting for their marriage. It's probably too late.
Well, look, I don't know. It breaks my heart. I thought they were a wonderful family. Portia's only 15. Portia's still at
Aw,
home.
Poor thing. They have like
in
4
high
kids,
school.
right? Or
Yeah. So I feel badly that
Poor thing.
Portia's still in the house and this is going on. I am watching.
and everything's so public.
It's so public.
Embarrassing.
He's on Dancing with the Stars, so I've been TiVoing it, and then I watch him and Ariana
good?
from Vanderpump Rules. He's terrible.
Really? I thought isn't he Latin? I thought he would
He
have
is
had
Latin.
some. I thought he would have had some rhythm.
For the
and he's
past-
tall.
We're only on episode 2. The past 2 weeks, what has saved him is the audience voting. He's been in the bottom
Oh.
2 or 3 every week so far.
How's Jamie Lynn Spears doing? Brittany's
Oh my
sister.
God. First of
Why
all,
does she look so rough?
she looks so.
She's so young. She looks terrible.
She
I'm
looks
sorry.
terrible. I'm sorry. I'm going to put that out there. The outfit she wore in episode 2 was very, very unflattering.
Ooh.
Ariana from Vanderpump Rules is fizzukin' killing it on Dancing with Stars.
Yes.
Oh my God.
She's good.
She is right now like one of the top scorers.
Oh.
And like she can actually dance.
Oh,
and she can
wow.
like mug for the camera. And like she's great.
I thought Jamie Lynn Spears would have been able
No,
to
it's very
dance.
painful watching her.
Her dad's just gotten out of rehab and now he's in the hospital for like bad issues with his health or whatever, but he's a raging alcoholic.
Those poor girls. And
I
they have
know.
a brother too.
And
Like,
he's an alcoholic, and why was he in charge of Brittany's life? And he's an alcoholic.
that's just it. I agree. I think she needs to be in a conservatorship.
oh
but
Lord,
not-
her and those knives.
But she had the wrong people doing that. But
yes.
she should not be left to her own devices.
oh no, there's something up.
There
Did you see
is.
that video with her doing the shikara knife
I
dance and those poor little
did.
dogs? They were like,
No, see, I think they were when she was being protected, it was for her own good.
yeah, but she deserves to be free. There are a lot of crazy people.
No,
like,
she needs for her own benefit to be monitored by people who actually care about her.
Oh my
But
gosh.
she's a hot mess. And
Yeah,
the world's laughing at her. That's not
I
okay.
know, it's sad, but she loves to dance. Why can't she just like get her act together, get a good weave, get some good makeup, and go in the studio and like bang out a little song and a
I
video?
agree with you. That's what we want to see, not these like car wreck
No, and her body still looks good. She doesn't look.
videos.
Looks good, but like also like some of her dancing, I'm like, you've been a professional dancer forever, and it just looks different. Like it doesn't. I don't know.
She's not okay.
Yeah, there's something
Her
up.
poor kids. My children would.
There's so
disown
many
me.
memes of her doing that.
I know.
cutting
I know.
food.
I know.
Yeah.
Sad.
It is sad.
Child, please. I mean, we were supposed to talk about hurricanes and hurricane parties, but our time's up.
This is so much juicier.
I know. Okay, Taylor Swift, are you thinking it's a PR stunt? Do you think there's something there with Travis Kelce?
I don't think it's PR.
Because they don't need it.
I don't think he's cute though.
No?
No.
I think I like his dance moves.
I don't like his mustache.
No, the mustache needs to go.
So nasty.
He looks better without that mustache. That's kind of whack. But he's got good dance moves and he's successful. I think they look cute together. I hope something works out for her.
You know what's going to work out for her?
I
Her
don't
next
know.
album. because that's what this is going to be about.
Did you see about the AI? They wrote a song for their breakup.
Oh, man.
I'll have to find that. Yeah. Actually, let me look it up right now. I'll see if I can find it for you
Okay.
guys.
As long as we don't have to pay royalties to
No.
some computer somewhere.
I just want her a fairy tale, whatever her fairy tale is. I don't want another breakup for her. I don't know. I mean, getting married doesn't guarantee, no breakup, but.
And divorce is very expensive, and it will be for her if, God forbid, that were to happen to her.
Oh.
And, like, whenever you are in a relationship, both people have to give up something. And so, is
Who's going to give up what?
Who's going to give up what? And is she willing to give that up?
Oh.
All right, here, I found it. You ready, guys?
Yeah.
I'll just play a little bit of it.
You stole my heart, you intercepted it.
Just a bit.
Now you're gone, have to accept it. Did I meet your mom too soon? Or did I do what I always do? Yeah, we made it to the 50, and then you kissed me. We made it to the 40, a new love story. We made it to the 30, and you did me dirty right then.
Oh my God, that sounds about accurate.
Isn't that crazy, though? AI wrote that.
Yes.
I think it's a little basic.
Yeah.
I mean, her songs are much more nuanced.
Yes, but
you
that
know.
could sound like the ending of the story.
Yeah, I think it's
It accurately hit it.
I think it's predictive.
It is.
Yep.
Totes, totes, totes. So, bougie Bible time.
Lord
Have mercy.
Alrighty, kids. Well, since we were going to talk about hurricanes, but I'm kind of glad we scrapped that. One website I look at all hurricane season long, especially when there's storms a brewing, is called Tropical Tidbits. Tropicaltidbits.com. And it is great. You just look under the tab called Current Storms, and you can see all of the predictive models as to where each storm is going to land. So
and it's very accurate.
it's very accurate. When we thought we were going to have to evacuate your kids and your
Yes.
mother-in-law, we looked at that all the time to plan where to go, when to go, and then the morning that we were set to evacuate, we decided, hey, that's not going to hit us. We don't need to evacuate at all, and it was right.
Oh my gosh.
So it was started by someone by the name of Levi Cowan in 2012, and he started it out of his college dorm room.
Wow.
And at that time, it was just meant to be a place for him to host his hurricane forecasting blog, but then it
Okay.
grew into something bigger. So he added video discussions that he had been posting with Weather Underground since 2005.
Is he a meteorologist?
I believe he is. So he still produces like these very detailed video forecasts about each coming storm. Since 2012, his site has grown, expanded, and became something more. So he uses large tools of real-time data visualizations
Oh, cool.
that scientists, insurance industry experts, and just
That's a big endorsement.
weather enthusiasts use for forecasting and analysis. He does a great job with this. And another great resource is on Twitter, and it's called Mike's Weather Page.
Oh, I've heard about that.
And you can follow him at Tropical Update. So Levi's is my favorite, but Mike's Weather Page is very, very good too.
Awesome. Thank God, we only have another, month left?
We have till December 1. However,
What?
don't worry.
That long?
Yes. Statistically, the worst storms of the season tend to happen the second week of August through the second or third week of October. So the further we get into October, the better off we are.
Okay,
but yes,
good.
technically not till December 1st are we really out of the woods.
Okay, knock on wood. Help us, dear Lord. And so my bougie Bible pick, also in keeping with our hurricane theme, because we were going to talk about all of the displaced alligators that end up on people's lawns, sharks that end up swimming in the road, and bears and poisonous snakes abound. I thought it'd be good to talk about something that can protect you called Sabre Crossfire Pepper Gel. And it's one that a lot of law enforcement agencies use, and it blasts like 18 sprays like very, very quickly. And it also leaves a UV mark, like a dye that helps police, in their suspect identification, but it is very strong and potent. It's the #1 trusted brand, made in America. They have over 10,000 4.7 reviews on Amazon. So do check them out. And yeah, they've been going for 45 years strong. So if you want a really strong pepper spray, not just for hurricane season, but if you're hiking or walking around and,
If you live in a city.
Okay, if you want, if you live in New York City, for example, okay.
Chicago,
all
Los
of those,
Angeles,
yes,
Detroit,
yes,
Portland.
Yeah, you need it. You need it. Okay, so go and check it out, you guys. SABRE Crossfire Pepper Gel.
Ooh, child.
Mm-hmm.
Well, y'all, that's it for today. Share this ish with your favorite bad bish.
Follow us on your favorite podcast platforms to never miss an episode.
Follow us on the gram at Crazy Rich Neighbors. We're now on TikTok, are we not?
Yes, we are, with only like 6 new posts. And
gotta
so
start
go check
somewhere.
it out. Oh, yeah, we doubled our likes. We don't have too many followers, but we're getting like tons of likes, that's
awesome.
That's good.
And where do people find us on TikTok?
At Crazy Rich Neighbors Podcast.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Facebook, you can find us on CRN Podcast.
Email us at info@crazyrichneighbors.com.
And remember, if you have to ask who your crazy neighbor is, it's probably you.
Love you, Bougie Crew.
Be good.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.